Hey, Daily Dose of Dave coming to you live on a Tuesday. Man, I want to talk about right now. You may not like what I'm gonna tell you if you're a small business owner or if you're an employer and you're out of work, but here it is. This is not the time to retreat. This is the time to take ground. So one of the things that can happen, and I know that I've experienced at some points during this quarantine, is you get kicked in the teeth, right? Like we have had clients put us on pause because literally things outside of our control, right? They had to shut their doors and they can't make any money. So we have some clients that are in the temporary corporate housing space. There's nothing going on, right? No one's traveling, no one's moving, everyone's trying to stay put. We've got some clients that they can't be open. They're in a restaurant or a brewery space and they can't be open because of the state that they're in isn't allowing it. So they're trying just to, keep the business running, and they had to put our work together on pause. And I felt defeated. I felt lost. I felt beaten down. And then we've also had some serious wins because we just kept pressing, right? We've actually signed a few clients in the midst of all this. And that's because while I allow myself to feel the pain of our clients losing business, and really sitting with that, understanding that is a lot of times our clients become my friends. They become people that are close to me. And so I have to grieve for them the loss of their dream, their vision. They're having to lay off their staff. They're having to have difficult conversations, and it's challenging. And so I'm grieving for them, and at the same time, I'm trying to move forward. And it's a very real challenge. It's also a sincere challenge when you're stuck in the house and you've got multiple people that are vying for your attention and they all need something different, and you're trying to be all things to all people. Or you're alone. I keep talking with people that are alone right now, and they're realizing, people that are introverted, realizing how desperate they are for a hug. And so it can be hard when you've got these feelings of if you've been laid off, or if you're having to lay people off, or your business all of a sudden isn't working the way that it was supposed to. I have dear friends who had speaking engagements between now and the end of the year, and all of them got canceled within 10 days, all gone. And it can be hard in those moments to feel like you can do anything. What's rather remarkable is right now, a lot of advertisers have pulled their advertisements off social media platforms. They've stopped producing as much content. And you have an opportunity. Okay, if you're a business owner, you have an opportunity to create content that's free. It costs your time, that costs no money. That is this. If you are doing some kind of work, if you're like, hey man, I am furloughed or I'm laid off as an employee and I don't know what to do, now's the time to take the thing that's inside of you, that creative endeavor that you have, and to bring it to life. What could that be? One of the things that can happen is something beautiful can be birthed from this hellhole. And yes, there's the loss of life and there's the pain, and those all need to exist. We're not saying that they don't exist. We need to acknowledge them and honor them and recognize that they are real things happening. And in that pain, perhaps you can create something new, something good, something beautiful. I have a dear friend who she owns several different businesses. And in the midst of this, she took what she had at her disposal. She started a new business, and she's making hundreds of thousands of dollars through the new business that she spun up overnight, literally working until the wee hours of the morning. Not only is she a smart business person, she's a good entrepreneur, and she cares about her people. And so she's probably not going to take a paycheck from her main business for the remainder of the year. And instead, she's going to find a way to pay her bills to this other business. What could you create? Have you had a book inside of you? Is it starting a podcast? Is it spinning up a new business? What is it that wants to be born out of this crisis? I have another dear friend who their business was kind of rocked by this as well. And so they made a strong pivot and decided to offer something they'd never do. They never did this before. And now all of a sudden they're offering it and they can't keep up with the demand because people need the service they're now providing. There's opportunity out there and they abound. And so now is not the time to retreat. If you're thinking, man, I just need to cut my advertising dollars, don't do it. If you're going to do anything, double down on your advertising dollars because they're going to go further now than they ever have before. Well, I'm just really stressed about keeping everything together, so I don't have time to do marketing at the same pace. I can't produce the social media content. No. Now is the time to double down on the social content. Well, I just need to rest, Dave. Great, rest. Well, I just feel stressed. Great, go for a walk if you can. Work out in your home. Feel the feelings that are negative and don't stay there for long because honestly, we need what you're going to create in the world. So today, your daily dose of Dave is advance, don't retreat. You may not like what I'm telling you. It's not the time to wallow. It's not the time to be insecure. This is the point in time to be creative, to be entrepreneurial, to take the thing that's been inside of you the whole time and to produce it. Get out there and produce. I can't wait to see what you create.